Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hey, it's Duke.
This is Sea Dog.
Okay, cool. Welcome to another episode of the Drive-In Review.
Yes, we're finally back.
We're back. This is our second year anniversary.
Yes, today. And it's Groundhog Day.
It's what?
Groundhog Day.
It's what?
Exactly.
So, Sea Dog,
Yeah.
have you seen any good movies lately?
I've seen a couple. I've been pretty busy. I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 3 times.
Yeah.
Once in the theater and then twice here at home.
Was it any good?
It was pretty good, yeah. I can't
sucked.
wait.
I watched it 3 times and it sucked every time.
Right? No, that's only Titanic. That got worse every time I watched it.
Fair.
Or no, not Titanic. Passion of the Christ. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got tired of reading the subtitles.
You know, I get those two mixed up all the time.
Right. What about you? Oh, I watched Monster Summer again. So it was good. But
For a second time?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. Yeah.
Okay. So I watched Y2K.
Okay. What'd you think of that one?
It was all right.
All right.
I don't really have anything to say about it. It was okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Watched Night Bitch.
Night Bitch?
Yeah.
All right. How was that one?
Weird.
Is that the one with Amy Adams?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
It was weird. It wasn't what I expected. It was okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not a lot to report there.
Right. Right.
Watched Blink twice. That was pretty decent. Kind of slow.
Okay. That's the one about the
With Channing Tatum.
yes, but I forgot what it's about. The documentary,
No, it's not a documentary.
not or a biopic, kind of,
No.
isn't it? Mm-mm. No.
No, he takes
Okay.
these people to his island.
Right. Oh, Epstein. It has to do like it's referencing.
Shush!
Epstein Island, right?
I mean, I guess
of.
you could say that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
innuendo.
kinda.
Innuendo.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
All right, I'm done.
I also watched 7500
Okay.
with Joseph Gordon-Levitt from 2019. That was pretty good.
All right.
I mean, I like everything with him in it. He.
Yeah.
Shush!
He. I also watched Cop Car.
Cop Car.
Cop Car. Never heard of it?
Never heard of
From
it.
2015. It's with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
He's like a dirty cop, and these 2 kids, like 13-year-olds, still
always-
his cop car.
He always plays a dirty cop.
Always?
Yeah. He's always a dirty cop in movies. When he's
Yeah.
a cop, he's always dirty. I mean,
Yeah, Trimmers, yeah.
right? No.
Footloose, he's a dirty cop.
R.I.P.D. I mean, come on.
Okay, yeah, but that's all I've watched.
All
Cop
right.
Car was okay. It was a pretty good thriller.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time for one of our new segments.
What?
Well, not new, but
What is it?
refreshed.
Oh, was it our movie news?
Yeah, it's our movie news.
It's time for
Movie news.
Movie News for you.
All right.
Okay.
So, first off, I want to give our thoughts and prayers to the people of Los Angeles. The residents and victims of the LA wildfires are finally able to return to their homes and businesses, or what's left of them, that is. One of the structures destroyed by the fires was Palisades High School. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, is that Bayside High.
That is Bayside High. Has several alums from that attended that school, like J.J. Abrams,
Okay.
Steve Kerr,
J.J. Abrahams.
yeah, Abrahams, Kiki Vanderway, Forrest Whitaker, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Katie Seagal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Peggy Bundy.
Leela.
Yeah, Leela. And it was used for the filming of several movies and TV shows, such as Old School, The Glass House, Teen Wolf, Carrie, Freaky Friday, Project X, and Bayside High from Saved by the Bell.
Yep.
So that sucks.
Is Mr. Belding okay?
I hope so.
Me too.
Yeah. Although he did get, stabbed by that bull in A Million Ways to Die in the West, but
Did he?
yeah, people died at the fair.
Mr. Belding did?
Yeah. You don't remember he was in that?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Other news. Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it is now streaming on Amazon Prime, and we already have a confirmation and a release date for the fourth installment, which will speed into theaters on March 19th, 2027.
So it's the new Fast and Furious movie?
Yes. And then the popular 1999 comedy horror Idle Hands is getting a remake.
Back.
It is oh my gosh.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
In development, and Stranger Things Ghostbusters Afterlife stars Finn Wolford and Billy Burke are in the process of writing a script and plan to star and direct the film along with Jason Reitman on board to produce.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on that one? I liked Idle Hands with Devon Sawa, so I'm curious.
I mean, do they have to remake that, really?
They don't have to. But I heard Devon Sawa interviewed. I guess his son's like stoked about it because he's a huge Stranger Things fan. So
Okay.
So he's excited that they're going to play his dad's character. So,
Whatever.
yeah, we'll see. The reboots and remakes are not over yet. The era continues.
Yep.
We have confirmation that Violent Night 2 is happening.
Cool.
David Harbour has announced that the sequel is underway. The writers Pat Casey and Josh Miller back on board, and filming will be starting soon. No release date has been slotted, but I speculate that they'll try to have it out by Christmas 2026 probably.
Okay.
I don't think it'll make it this year for Christmas, but it could.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm down.
Finally, the Toxic Avenger reboot starring Peter Dinklage as the mutated hero with a mop
Yeah.
has finally found a distributor
That's cool.
and will be released in theaters on August 29th.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's been like
A couple years.
Yeah, a couple years now.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that one. I'm kind of curious of what Peter Dinklage is going to look like. 'Cause, I mean, no offense to him, but Toxic Avengers is a little taller.
It'll be fun.
Maybe when he gets mutated, he grows.
Yeah.
Who knows? So, but yeah, that's all I got for movie news. And
Well. And that was movie news. All right, well, let's move along to our first film that we're going to review today.
yes,
It just happens to be our 300th review that we've done
Damn.
on this show.
that's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of movies. But so to commemorate our 300th episode, not episode, our 300th review, we're going to talk about 300.
Yes.
Spartans are descended from Hercules himself. Taught never to retreat, never to surrender. Taught that death on the battlefield is the greatest glory he could achieve in his life. Spartans, the finest soldiers the world has ever known.
It's quiet now. They came through the blackness.
Be afraid! Sparta will burn to the ground! 1,000 nations of the Persian Empire descend upon you!
What must a king do to save his world?
Instead, ask yourself, what should a free man do?
Threaten my people with slavery and death! This is madness!
Madness.
This is Sparta! We will stand and fight! A new age has begun. An age of freedom. And all who know that 300 Spartans give their last breath to defend it. Spartans! Tonight we dine in hell! Give them nothing, but take from them everything! We're in for one wild night.
All right, so 300 takes place during the Battle of Thermopylae, and it involves ancient Greeks who speak modern English quite well.
Right.
So 300 was released March 9th, 2009 by Warner Brothers, and it stars Gerard Butler, Lena Headey, Dominic West, Michael Fassbender, and Rodrigo Santoro as Xerxes.
Okay.
It was made on a budget of $65 million. Do you think that it flopped?
Oh, hell no.
It did not flop. It did extraordinarily well.
Yes.
$456 million.
Whoa.
Yeah. IMDb rates this a 7.6 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 3.4 out of 5. And Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 61% with an 89% audience approval rating. I gave it 6.5 out of 10.
I gave it 8 out of 10.
It's been a little while since I've seen it, but it was a good movie.
Yeah. It was slow at first, but it definitely picks up, and when it does, it goes in a hurry.
Yeah.
So.
And you can totally tell that it's got Zack Snyder written all over it.
Oh yeah.
I love his cinematography, and
very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And very graphic novel-y.
Yes.
Which, I mean, clearly he's,
right,
portraying a graphic novel here. So
yes.
He does well with it.
Yes.
And I believe he does his own cinematography these days.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he did before. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know for this movie he did his own cinematography. This was filmed in Quebec, Canada, between September and December of 2005. Clearly directed by Zack Snyder, and it was produced by Mark Canton, Bernie Goldman, Gianni Nunari, and Jeffrey Silver, who we've actually talked about before when we did our Santa Claus films, because he produced Santa Claus 3.
Right.
300 was written by Frank Miller and Lynn Varley. It was based on their graphic novel.
Okay.
But the screenplay was done by Zack Snyder, Kurt Johnstad, who also wrote Act of Valor and Atomic Blonde, And also Michael B. Gordon.
Oh, not Michael
Not
B.
Jordan,
Jordan?
no. Who wrote G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra.
Okay.
The score for this film was done by Tyler Bates, who did, we've talked about before also. He's done the score for Deadpool 2, John Wick, Guardians of the Galaxy, Slither, and the Rob Zombie Halloweens.
All right.
Finally, the special effects were done by Mark Rappaport for this film.
Okay.
Mark Rappaport had done special effects for Running Man, I Am Legend, the classic Zombievers, and if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend it. It's so bad, but it's awesome.
Okay.
The Revenant, Tremors, and he began a lot of his movie work on Full Moon production films, such as Puppet Master, Hideous, and he also worked on Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Okay.
That was one of his first films.
Hell yeah. So he's been around.
Yep. What you got, Sea-Dog?
So director Zack Snyder originally wanted Brad Pitt for the role of King Leonidas.
Yeah.
But Pitt turned down the role due to commitments to filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
Back in 2005.
Which is a remake, by the way, if you didn't know.
Yep. I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah. I haven't seen the old one, but I know
I
it's
haven't
a remake.
either. And I believe that was Carol Lombard's last movie, too, before her plane wreck.
Yeah. Gerald Butler had 17 helmets made for him.
Gerard
Butler had Gerard Butler had 17 helmets made for him, each representing a stage of degradation throughout the battle.
I want 17 helmets made for me.
Right? Each with a new gash on it.
Yeah.
Just, degrading it. The Battle of Thermopylae is often taught to military strategists. I can't talk. Strategists, yes. We'll go with that. As an example of the advantages of training, equipment, and good use of terrain as force multipliers.
Okay.
The script demanded the most, or this. I cannot talk.
Quit
today.
playing with your dinghy.
I know. The script demanded that most of the male cast spend the majority of their time bare-chested, as per Frank Miller's original graphic novel, to adequately present themselves as the most well-trained and marshaled fighting force of all time. The entire principal cast underwent a rigorous. I turned into Scooby-Doo there for a minute. A rigorous 8-week training regimen.
You can do it.
I can't. Organized by Mark Twight. Almost said it.
Don't.
Mark Twight. A world record-holding professional mountain climber. Actors never repeated the same exercise twice, preventing the body from adapting to any one type of exertion. Gerard Butler has said that the training was the most difficult thing he has ever had to do in his life. When it was over, Twight admitted that he pushed the actors as hard as he's ever pushed anyone before, including himself.
Okay.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad that one's over.
For 8 weeks.
Right?
That's how long it took for you to read that.
Good old Twight. Tim Connolly, who plays Leonidas's father, was also Gerard Butler's stunt double.
Okay.
And Zack Snyder's son plays young Leonidas in the child fight training scene. And last but not least, some weapons were used in the film are actually weapons from previous war epics like Alexander back in 2004.
Yeah.
And Troy in 2004.
With Pitt.
They were recycled to cut costs, obviously.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
Cool.
So, yeah. All righty.
All right. Well, you know what time that is.
Yup.
Happy birthday, bitch! All right, well, every asshole has a birthday, and these are these assholes' birthdays. On February 1st, Michael C. Hall turns 54.
Oh, wow.
Pauly Shore turns 57. Garrett Morris from SNL turns 88. Now, on February 3rd, Mara Tierney turns 60.
Okay.
Who we know from...
Mara Tierney?
Mara Tierney.
I don't know. I don't know that name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she
Maybe.
She was on Liar Liar. She was the mom.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Warwick Davis turns 55. And Keith Gordon from Christine
Yeah.
turns 64.
All right.
February 4th, we have Rob Cordroy, who turns 54. And George A. Romero would have been 85.
Wow.
On February 5th, Jennifer Jason Leigh turns 63. God. Michael Mann, who we'll be talking about in another episode, will be 82. Christopher Guest will be 77. And Tim Meadows will be 64. On February 6th, we have Kathy Najimy, who will be 68.
Okay.
And Ronald Reagan would have been 114.
114, wow.
And finally, February 7th, we have James Spader, who will be 65, Ashton Kutcher, who will be 47, and Chris Rock, who will be 60.
All right.
And happy birthday, assholes! Okay, I'm going to take a minute and learn how to speak.
Right. All right, let's listen to Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
I lost everyone I've ever loved. Then they locked me away. With nowhere to hide from the pain. I need to get out. I'm gonna escape from here.
There's armed guards everywhere. And if Blue finds out, we're dead.
We're already dead.
You're afraid, don't be. To reach your own paradise. Just let go. What you're imagining right now, you control this world.
What are you looking for?
A way out.
I'm going to help you to be free. You will need to find 5 items. The first is a map. Then fire. Then a knife. And a key. The 5th thing is a mystery. Begin your journey. It will set you free.
You know what we're doing. It's the only way we can get out of here.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
All right, so Sucker Punch was released March 25th, 2011 by Warner Brothers. It stars Emily Browning, Abby Cornish, Jenna Malone, John Hamm, and Scott Glenn. It was made on a budget of $82 million. Do you think it flopped?
No.
It did.
It did. Okay.
It made $89.7 million.
Wow.
IMDb rated this a 6.1 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 2.8 out of 5, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it 22% with a 47% audience approval rating. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but it's been a while since I've seen it.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It's different.
Right.
And definitely a Zack Snyder film.
Yeah.
All the way.
I think all these are Zack Snyder films.
Are they?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Zack Snyder films, guys. Yeah. All right, well.
Kind of a theme here.
Yeah, I better update my list. This was shot on location in Vancouver, Canada, between September 2009 and January of 2010. It was produced by Deborah and Zack Snyder. Deborah is Zack Snyder's wife.
Okay.
And it was written by Zack Snyder and Steve Shibaya, who also worked on Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Wow.
The score was done again by Tyler Bates, and these special effects were done by Quantum Creation Effects.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Quantum Leap for a minute there. I'm like, whoa,
Yep.
Sam Beckett.
What you got, Sea-Dog?
So Jenna Malone was so upset by the film's poor reception that she nearly quit acting altogether. And then each of the lead girls had to undergo strict physical training, which involved doing deadlifts up to 211 pounds several months before shooting. Vanessa Hudgens called that period tormenting, and she broke down several times. In scenes where she's seen crying, she actually brought out moments from those sessions to bring tears to her eyes.
Okay.
Emily Browning sang 3 of the songs featured in the film. Sweet Dreams are made of this at the beginning of the movie. Asleep, which plays while Baby Doll is crying in the bathroom. And she is featured on the track Where Is My Mind by Yoav. Or Yov.
Where is my mind?
Yeah, Yov.
Isn't that a Pixies song?
I don't know. It's by Yov.
Okay.
Y-O-A-V, Yov.
We'll just say that.
Yeah. Despite playing the lead character, Emily Browning does not have a line of dialogue until about 18 minutes into the film.
Okay.
According to director Zack Snyder, Emily Browning's character, Baby Doll, who is supposedly naive to guns, shows off way more experience with handling a gun than she would have.
Yeah, I think you mean naive.
Yeah, naive. Yeah, okay.
Naive.
She had already received intense weapons training for the action scenes and was unable to unlearn her prior experience for the opening scene. Angelina Jolie was considered for the role of Dr. Vera Gorski.
Mm-hmm.
And several members of the cast and crew semi-humorously described this movie as One Flew Over the Matrix.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
All right. Fun times.
Yes.
Great oldies.
Right. All right. So I have a new segment for you, sir.
For me?
Yes.
All for me?
For today.
Okay.
We're going to switch off.
Okay.
It's time for movie trivia.
Okay.
All right. So I have 3 trivia questions for you.
That was very, very debonair.
Right.
Man, debonair.
So I have 3 trivia questions for you, and this is how we're going to do this every week. We'll have 3 trivia questions.
Yep.
And we'll switch off the categories every week.
Okay.
So
what you got, Sea-Dog?
So your first category is movie quotes. Name the movie that the quote is from. You're pretty good at this.
I'm okay.
All right, here's your quote.
Okay.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Oh, I know this one. I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. I know that line. I don't know.
You don't know?
At the moment, I don't know.
Okay.
But I know that line.
Well, we're going to leave it to the audience to see if they want to respond. So if you know the answer to this,
hit us up.
Hit us up on YouTube, Facebook, and give us your answers. And we'll reveal the answers next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me know what the answer is so I can facepalm myself.
Right? Oh, yeah. You're going to smack yourself on this one. All right. Second category, box office hits.
Okay.
I think I'm going to stump you on this. In 1986, Top Gun was the highest grossing film of the year, just beating Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
What film came in third?
Oh. Jeez, man. Because my first thought was Crocodile Dundee when you started talking. And 86.
I couldn't make it too easy for you.
It's not Steel Magnolias.
No.
No, that was later, I think.
Would you like a clue? I'll give you a clue on this one.
Yeah, do that.
Sci-fi.
Oh, Aliens.
You're correct.
Cool.
All right. Now, the third category is, who are you?
Well, my name is Duke White.
All right.
I live in Kansas City, Missouri.
Listen closely. Name the actor or actress that I'm describing.
Okay.
Okay? I once was hunted by a predator, felt the red heat of Mars, and had to run. And then I became a teacher. Who am I?
The red heat of Mars, and became a teacher. Red heat of Mars. Who went to Mars? Gary Sinise? It's an actress, right?
No.
It's an actor.
It's an actor. I'll give you that much.
Matt Damon.
All right, folks. If you guys know the answer, tune in and give us your thoughts, and we'll reveal the answers next week.
Yeah.
All right, and
in the meantime, I'm going to rack my brain and see if I can figure these out.
And that concludes our movie news. All right.
That was trivia.
All right, let's move on to Army of the Dead. Is that what
Army
we're
of the
doing?
Dead.
Army of the Dead.
Let's talk about it.
Mr. Ward, how would you like to make $50 million?
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, we met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces.
Think about
knowing
everything we did, all those people we saved.
by the way they held their eyes.
Look what it does.
If you don't mind my saying,
Now what if
I can see you're out of base.
if just once
Taste of your whiskey.
we did something just for us?
You sunrise.
You ready to play? There's $200 million in the vault beneath the strip, with a 32-hour window to get it out. Find the safe. This should be a simple in and out.
It's not too late to go back.
If you're gonna play the game, you gotta learn to play it right.
What the?
They're not what you think they are. They're smarter. They're faster. They're organized.
Best that you can hope for is to die. scheiße.
You got know when to fold up, know when to walk, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count. When the deal's done. What is this? It's a goddamn zombie tiger. That's crossing the line.
Okay. Yeah, that trailer is just as hokey as the movie is. Army of the Dead was released May 21st, 2021 by Stone Quarry. It was released onto Netflix.
Okay.
It stars Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, and Omari Hardwick.
Yes.
It was made on a budget of $70 million. And IMDb rated this a 5.8 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 2.5 out of 5. And Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 67% with a 74% audience approval rating. I gave it 2 out of 10. I think it's a steaming pile of shit, honestly.
I gave it 6 out of 10. I thought it was entertaining, at least.
The acting was so bad.
Well, yeah, but so are a lot of movies. But it doesn't, you know.
But it's yeah, it's true. And I like bad movies, but this was just exceptionally bad. And I didn't even think it was entertaining. I just thought it was ridiculous.
It was very overabundance, I think. It almost like World War Z type, kind of.
Yeah, I could see that. Except the zombies in this one are like making out or something.
Right.
I don't even know what the hell is
They're
going
like half
on.
zombie, half human.
Yeah.
You know, and the zombie tiger, though, that was kind of cool.
They're like caressing each other and breathing in their essence.
Puts a whole new meaning to eat you out.
Oh, okay. So this was shot on location in Albuquerque, as well as Las Vegas and Atlantic City between July and October of 2019. It was produced by Wesley Collar and Deborah and Zack Snyder. It was written by Zack Snyder, Shay Hatton, who also wrote John Wick Part 3 and 4, and Joby Harold, who also wrote The Flash and Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which might explain something.
Right.
The score was done by Tom Holkenborg, who we've also talked about before. He's done the score for Deadpool, Godzilla vs. Kong, Sonic the Hedgehog, and 300 Rise of an Empire.
Right.
Finally, the special effects was done by Fractured FX.
All right.
What you got, Sea-Dog?
So Dave Bautista never actually met Tig Notaro.
Okay.
Even though in the finished film, they appear alongside each other in several scenes, Notaro was inserted digitally.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, think about the time this came out. It was, around COVID.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, no, because it was shot in the summer and fall of 2019.
Oh, okay. So it was right before.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't know. I was just speculating.
That's a good speculation, but it's wrong.
Right. Dave Bautista turned down the role of Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad in order to work on this film. I think that was a bad choice.
I agree.
John Cena did pretty well as Peacemaker, but I don't know. Dave Bautista, he could have pulled it off.
Yeah.
I think he would have done a lot better.
Dave Bautista's just a really bad actor.
Yeah.
He's not good.
Right.
But he did well in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Because of the character called for a person such as him.
Right.
And it works well. But overall, I wouldn't go buy a ticket to watch a movie with him in it.
Right.
Otherwise. That's just my opinion.
In the opening scene, 2 UFOs can be seen while the convoy is leaving Area 51. That's all I know about that. That's it. It just it can be seen.
That's all
So
I'll tell you about
I'm gonna
that.
have to rewatch it and see if I can see some UFOs.
Okay, good luck.
The cast has to attend a zombie boot camp. I didn't know there was such thing. That's kind of cool, actually.
Okay.
Mainly to learn how to handle weapons of
Mass
them.
destruction.
Yeah, of them. Matthias Schweigover. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Schweigover.
Get a hold of us and berate him.
Yes. Has already fully trained, so he had to learn how to look less skilled.
Okay.
So he was already a show off. He was just trying to look better for make the other people look better.
Okay.
So, anyways, overachiever, I
Right.
guess. Schwayover.
Overachiever.
Yeah, sway overachiever. Director Zack Snyder, who we are talking about, spent a couple of years buying every 1960s era Canon Dream lens he could find on eBay to give the film a soft, organic look in contrast to the harsh apocalyptic zombie landscape in the film.
They sell cannons on eBay.
I got the Canon Dream lens.
Oh, okay.
Canon.
Gotcha.
Not cannons.
Okay,
but
move
Canon.
along.
Yes.
Yeah, cannons.
So, yeah,
like
if you're
Civil War cannons on eBay.
Right, 1960s cannons.
Oh, Lord.
So, yeah, if you're in search of a 1960s Canon Dream lens back then for your camera.
From Civil War.
Yes, you're shit out of luck because
they're all bought up.
So, yeah. And then James Gunn had written Zack Snyder's previous zombie film, Dawn of the Dead, which we'll discuss here shortly, but passed on directing this film, which Snyder had written due to his focusing on the Suicide Squad. So,
okay.
And then Tig Notaro had to shoot all her insert scenes alone. Here we go. Here's the... Yeah. This was a precaution as she is a cancer survivor and needed to film in the middle of the COVID-19
Okay, so they
pandemic.
Shot her stuff later then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why she was digitally put in.
Okay.
So yes, I was right. All right.
All right.
I knew I was.
All right.
I thought so. You had me second guessing myself there, man.
Well, I mean, I'm just going by the numbers.
That's all I got for Army of the Dead.
Yay!
Yay! It's over.
Don't. I mean, yeah. Go check it out.
All right. Now it's time for one of our new segments, another one, and it's called 7 Steps. So, in this, we're going to connect one actor to another actor, connecting them with movies. So the movies are going to be the steps that you're going to take. So you have 7 steps to connect these two actors together. So people that are listening, you can play along as well. Give us your answers in the comments below, and we'll see how good you are.
Do it.
All right, so here's our first actor. Or spin our wheel here.
Sounds like a really crappy Model T coming to a stop.
Right. All right. Our first actor is Gerard Butler from 300.
Old Gerald.
Yes, Gerald Butler. All right. Now, who are you going to connect this with? Let's roll it again. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Who is
All right. Harvey Keitel.
Okay.
So what you got?
Gerard Butler and Harvey Keitel. Gerard Butler and Harvey Keitel. All right, let's do this. Gerard. Let's start with Gerard Butler.
Okay.
Gerard Butler was in Olympus Has Fallen.
Oh, yes.
With Morgan Freeman.
Okay. I haven't seen that yet. So, yeah, I see where you're going.
Morgan Freeman was in Las Vegas. with Robert De Niro.
Correct.
And Robert De Niro was in The Irishman with Harvey Keitel.
Okay. So you got it in 3.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm curious.
All right.
What
So
you got?
this is where I went with it. So I went Gerard Butler and Jennifer Aniston in Bounty Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler in Just Go With It.
Uh-huh.
Adam Sandler and Salma Hayek in Grown Ups.
Okay.
And then Salma Hayek and Harvey Keitel in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah, I didn't even think of that movie.
So you beat me by 1. Now, if y'all can beat Duke, you're a master at this. So let's see what you guys can get. If you can beat either one of us, let us know.
Yep, got to get it in 2.
Yes.
Or find a movie that Gerard Butler and Harvey Keitel was in, which I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't think so. So, yeah. But there is 7 steps.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, don't mock me. All right, so we're going to be talking about the Watchmen. Let's talk about Watchmen.
All right, let's talk about it.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
Watchman, one of us died tonight. Somebody knows why. Somebody knows.
I heard he'd been working for the government. Maybe it was a political killing.
Maybe someone's picking off costumed heroes.
John thinks that there's going to be a nuclear war.
What if that's why someone wants us out of the way? So we can't do anything to stop it. An attack on one is an attack on all of us.
Watchmen are over. What do you suggest we do about it?
Retribution.
We can save this world.
Why would I save the world I no longer have any stake in?
Do it for me.
The world will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
I'm not Batman.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching that earlier, and that's exactly what Marie was saying. Sounds like Batman.
Right.
But no, that was not Batman. That was Jackie Earle Haley.
Yes.
Watchmen was released March 6th, 2009 by Warner Brothers. And it stars Billy Crudup, Jackie Earle Haley, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Patrick Wilson, Carla Gugino, and Matt Frewer.
All right.
Who we don't see very often anymore.
No, we don't.
I remember seeing him a lot when I was a kid. I mean, obviously he was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but he was also on a TV show back when I was a kid called Dr. Doctor. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Do you remember Dr. Doctor?
Yeah, I remember it.
So Watchmen was made on a budget of $130 million. Do you think it flopped?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. It made $185.3 million. So it didn't quite make its money back.
Right.
And when I say that, a movie has to double its budget to make its money back.
Yes.
IMDb rated this a 7.6 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 3.7 out of 5. And Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 65% with a 71% audience approval rating. I gave it 4 out of 10.
I gave it 8 out of 10. I liked it. I have not seen Chapter 2 yet. That just got released not that long ago. So
came out last year.
Yeah, I need to watch that one, see what happens.
So I gave it a 4 out of 10. I really liked the soundtrack. I liked the cinematography. The acting's good. The opening scene's great. And I love the credits, the beginning credits.
Right.
But beyond that, it fucking snooze fest for me.
Okay.
And this is the second time I've tried watching it.
Okay.
It's just boring.
Fair enough.
But that's just my opinion.
Right.
The location for this movie was shot in Vancouver between September 2007 and February of 2008. It was produced by Lawrence Gordon, who also produced Predator, Lock Up, Hellboy, K-Pax, K9, Event Horizon, and The Die Hard, The Warriors, 48 Hours. So I believe we may have talked about him before.
Yeah.
The whole Die Hard deal.
If not, we'll talk about him next week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Also produced by Deborah Snyder and Lloyd Levin, who did other movies with Lawrence Gordon, such as Hellboy, but he's also done Mystery Men and Boogie Nights.
Okay.
This movie was based on a graphic novel by Dave Gibbons, but the screenplay was written by David Hayter, who also did X-Men 1 and 2, and Alex C.
All right.
Who also did Gran Turismo, which I think you've seen.
Yes. Excellent movie with David Harbour. Yes.
That's David Harbour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the score was done by Tyler Bates, and special effects were done by Drac Studios.
Okay.
What you got, Sea-Dog?
All right. So all of the U.S. flags in the film have 51 stars because in the film's alternate history, Vietnam became the 51st state after America won the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Jackie Earle Haley was the only one of the main cast who was already familiar with the graphic novel. He actively campaigned for the part of Rorschach. Yeah, Rorschach. I knew that. Zack Snyder found casting for the comedian to be a difficult process, as the character is gruff and grizzled. Most of the actors he met with, he felt were just too groomed. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was very grumpy during his meeting with Snyder, something that appealed to him a great deal.
Yeah, so, and this was just a year before The Walking Dead.
Right.
I mean, he didn't show up till a few seasons in, but still.
Right. Although Jackie Earle Haley has a black belt in Kempo, he chose not to draw on those skills in his fight scenes, as he felt that Rorschach would have fought in a scrappier, less disciplined style.
Yeah.
When offered the role of Adrian Veidt, Matthew Good had never read the graphic novel. He called a friend who had and asked him if he should even bother to read the script. Not only did the friend say yes, he insisted that Good immediately read the graphic novel and accept the role without question. Later, after he read both the script and the novel, Good admitted his friend was right and advised him to take the role without delay.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton was at one point interested in directing the film with Johnny Depp as the comedian.
Of course.
But he began work on Sweeney Todd instead.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah.
Yes. You've never seen that. You have to see it.
Okay.
And Alice in Wonderland, 2010, he also was busy on that and passed on the offer for directing this one.
Okay.
That would have been very odd It's already kind of Batman-ish and everything, and then all of a sudden you got Tim Burton involved.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, but yeah, that's all I got for Watchmen.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's move on to our last film, unless you got another segment you want to talk about.
We're gonna do our promo. We have a promo.
Do we?
Yeah, we have a promo.
Let's do it. Join us at the Drive-In Review for in-depth discussions, hot takes, and behind-the-scenes insights into your favorite films.
Whether you're a cinephile or just love a good movie night, our podcast has something for everyone.
From blockbusters to hidden gems, we dive into it all with passion and humor.
Plus, engage in fun games and movie trivia that will test your film knowledge and keep you entertained.
Visit our website at www.driveinreview.com and click on any of the platform icons to tune in, and subscribe to our social media for the latest updates.
Or you can browse through our movie posters and our ratings on them.
Join our community of movie lovers and give us your thoughts, your answers, or just, berate us on our mispronunciations.
Yeah. So let's enjoy the cinematic adventure together, and thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. On with our last film, Dawn of the Dead.
Hey, Cora, can you do me a favor and locate a patient for me? Yeah, sure. Edward Solomon? Yeah. They had him backwards. Solomon Edward. He's upstairs in ICU. From a fight? Hey.
Hey, you.
Call an ambulance.
I've just been informed that we're going off the air.
Look up the road. There's a lot more of them. Why are they coming here?
Maybe they're coming for us.
There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to treat and who to blame. Everybody will be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down from the man.
Okay, that was a horror movie trailer. All right, so Dawn of the Dead was released March 19th, 2004 by Strike Entertainment. And I saw this in theaters when it came out and was blown away.
Yeah.
I thought this was the shit. I still think it's a fantastic horror movie remake. It's one of the best ones out there when it comes to remakes.
No, I agree.
So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. This movie stars Sarah Polley, Ving Rhames, Jake Weber, Mekhi Phifer, Ty Burrell, Matt Frewer, and it also special appearances by Ken Foree and Tom Savini. This was made on a budget of $26 million. Do you think it flopped?
No.
It did not. It made $102.2 million.
Hell yeah.
IMDb rated this 7.2 out of 10, Letterboxd gave it a 3.4 out of 5, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 77% across the board. I gave it a solid 8 out of 10.
I gave it 8.5. I actually like this one.
I might go with an 8.5.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right.
It's an 8.5.
Yes.
Got the same one.
All right.
This was shot on location in Ontario, Canada. Between June and September of 2003. It was produced by Mark Abram, who also did In Time, the 2011 The Thing, and The Rundown.
Okay.
It was also produced by Eric Newman, who also did In Time and The Thing, as well as Slither. Also, Richard P. Rubenstein produced this, and he's done work on Pet Sematary, the original, 1989. Thinner, the original Day of the Dead from 1985, the original Dawn of the Dead from 1978. And he also worked on Creepshow, as well as Tales from the Dark Side, the movie.
Okay.
This was based off of George A. Romero's 1978 screenplay, but this screenplay was actually written by James Gunn. The score was, again, done by Tyler Bates.
Mm-hmm.
And the makeup for this film was done by David Leroy Anderson. And David Leroy Anderson has done makeup for Men in Black,
Okay.
Cabin in the Woods, Nutty Professor, Timeline, Bruce Almighty, and has also done work on Batman Forever and the original Pet Sematary.
All right.
What you got, Sea-Dog?
So when Ving Rhames heard of the remake of Dawn of the Dead,
he rushed to the producers.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He tracked down the producers to be in the film. Like he really loved the 1978 film, and he wanted to be a part of this.
Yeah, it's a classic.
For the scene where Anna stitches Kenneth's wounds, the director hired a real nurse for the close-ups. She misunderstood the director's directions to go deeper and inadvertently punctured Ving Rhames' skin and stitched the prosthetic to his arm.
And he said, "Motherfucker."
Right. He didn't say anything until after the scene was done filming, and the director thought the blood was merely a really good effect. But no, it was real. It was real blood. That's messed up. Somebody got in trouble.
Yeah.
But kudos to Ving for, sticking with it.
Being a pro.
Getting it done. The two zombies with missing limbs, the jogger missing an arm and the legless zombie in the parking garage, were both played by actual amputees.
Okay, yeah. They do that quite a bit in films.
The same thing was done for one of the first zombies seen in the original Dawn of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Although he had strong reservations about some elements, George A. Romero professed to be surprisingly impressed with the film. And CJ's elevator line, I like this song, was improvised.
Okay.
There was no music playing while they filmed it. So that one, I like this song. So, and then I have a couple more.
Okay.
A lot of the actors playing zombies were carrying remotes in their hand to discharge a blood cannon placed on their backs. This would activate an explosion of blood behind them to simulate the effect of a gunshot to the head. Have you ever felt those cannons that they put in like shirts and stuff to
no, I
imitate?
haven't.
Oh my god, dude, they are horrible.
Really?
You actually feel like you're being shot.
Oh yeah, it'll bruise you up. Huh?
Yeah. So I worked at Worlds of Fun a while years back when they had the train robberies.
Yeah.
And one of our scripts was that we got into a confrontation with the other robber.
They strapped a cannon on you?
They strapped those freaking cannon things on me, and I had a little button that I had to push every time he would go click. They would tell me how many shots he was going to take. And man, I was afraid. I was scared to death to push those buttons because man, my chest. I ended up going home with like bruises all over my chest.
Pop, pop.
Yeah, but I mean, it felt real. So yeah, I definitely know how they're feeling on that. And then finally, actors Ken Foree. Actors Ken Foree, Scott H. Reniger, and Tom Savini all appeared in the original 1978 version of this film, but playing different characters.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Foree delivers the tagline he delivered as Peter from the 1978 version of Dawn of the Dead. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Yep.
So.
And since we're talking about Tom Savini and zombie films, you may know that Tom Savini directed the Night of the Living Dead remake in 1990 with Tony Todd.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're releasing an uncut version onto physical media this year.
Okay.
So there's a lot of parts from the movie that were cut out, and it kind of destroyed Tom Savini's vision of the film. So I'm curious to see what this new cut's going to be like, because it's supposed to be closer to how Tom Savini envisioned it when he made the film. So that's going to be exciting, because that's another remake that I think is comparable to the original.
Right, and anything involving Tom Savini is going to be amazing, I think. So
absolutely, yeah.
He is a great makeup artist and gadgets galore and all that, So he's
and not a bad actor either.
Not a bad actor, no. So that leaves us to our last segment of the evening, or day, or whatever you want to call it. And this one is called Pick It or Kick It.
Ooh, that Taco Bell's getting to me.
All right, so
nice.
So what we're going to do with this one, pick it or kick it. Self-explanatory, basically. All the movies that we reviewed, we're going to go one by one, and we're going to choose whether we pick it to keep it or kick it to the curb.
Okay.
So, all right, let's start with 300. What's your thoughts? Pick it or kick it?
Pick it for what? I'm sorry.
Pick it's to keep it.
Keep it.
Keeping it.
What are we keeping it for?
Keeping the movie. If we want to keep it in our collection.
Oh, okay.
Or it's just a once over and then forget about it.
Let's keep it.
Okay. I agree.
Or pick it, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Let's pick it.
I have to understand the game first before I can play it.
Right. It's our first episode. We'll get used to this. Sucker Punch.
Let's kick it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a watch it once and then it's very forgettable. And like I said, we might have rated these high because, the ratings are what they are. It's a good movie, but doesn't mean we're going to keep it on our shelves.
And watch it again.
Right. Army of the Dead. I already know your answer on this one. What is it? Pick it or kick it?
Kick it.
I agree. Kick this one to the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch it once and
Bye-bye.
be done. Watchmen. Pick it or kick it?
Kick it.
I'm going to pick it.
Okay.
I like it. I'm looking forward to watching the second chapter.
Well, you know what? You can keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep this one. All right. Dawn of the Dead.
Keep that motherfucker. We're going to pick it.
We're gonna pick it. Yeah, so this one's definitely a keeper. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching the original one too, because I actually like the original one as well.
Yeah, it's classic.
So,
I mean, the only thing I don't like about the movie is the skin color makeup effects. I know he was going for something a little bit more realistic, but it seems really I don't know.
Ashy.
Yeah, it's a little too blue, I think.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not the one that has seen dead bodies. The man, was in Vietnam, so he knows what he's doing. So
right.
Whatever.
So that's it. So if you have any answers to our trivia questions or can beat us in 7 steps, feel free to leave a comment and
bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Let's go. So that concludes our first episode of season 4. And
what are we going to do next week?
So next week we're going to be doing.
Hey, Carol, what are we going to do next week?
Yeah, we're going to be doing Belushi films. So, because I recently just met Jim Belushi.
Jim?
Yeah. And so we're going to do Jim Belushi.
Okay.
Yeah, not John Belushi. We're going to do Jim Belushi.
That's
films.
cool.
So, yeah, he's a cool dude. Really down to earth and just honest, nice guy.
Tell me about it.
So it was awesome. Yeah, we're going to be doing Thief, K9, Curly Sue, The Principal, and there's one more I'm forgetting.
Taking care of business?
Taking care of business. That's it. Yeah, so we'll be taking care of business next week with Jim Belushi films.
Ooh, nice segue.
Right?
Bye.
See ya.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby.